Your engine starts stumbling under acceleration. The idle gets rough, the check engine light appears, and suddenly, you're wondering if the spark plugs are bad. But on an engine that still uses spark plug wires, the plugs may be perfectly fine. A damaged wire can leak the ignition voltage before it ever reaches the plug, causing misfires and, if ignored long enough, potentially damaging the catalytic converter. Spark plug wires have a simple job, but they work under difficult conditions. On engines with a distributor or certain types of ignition coil packs, each wire carries high-voltage electricity from the ignition system to a spark plug. That voltage allows the plug to create the spark that ignites the air and fuel mixture inside the cylinder. The wire has to carry that electrical pulse while being surrounded by engine heat, vibration, oil, moisture, and electrical interference. Before buying replacement wires, make sure your engine actually has them. Many modern gasoline engines use coil-on-plug ignition. That means a small ignition coil sits directly on top of each spark plug, so there is no traditional high-voltage spark plug wire between the coil and the plug. Some engines use coil packs with short plug wires, while older designs commonly use a distributor and a complete set of wires. So the maintenance procedure depends entirely on the ignition system fitted to your engine. So, how often should spark plug wires be changed? There is no single mileage that applies to every vehicle. Depending on the vehicle, wire design, materials, and manufacturer recommendations, replacement intervals can vary widely. As a rough real-world range, traditional plug wires may be replaced somewhere around 30,000 to 100,000 miles, or roughly 50,000 to 160,000 kilometers. But that is not a universal service rule. Some manufacturers specify inspections rather than scheduled replacement, so your owner's manual or factory service information should always take priority. Mileage is only part of the story. Spark plug wires live in one of the hottest areas of the car. Repeated heating and cooling can gradually harden their insulation. Oil contamination can damage some wire materials. Boots can become brittle. Terminals can corrode, and vibration can loosen connections. Age matters too. A low-mileage car that has spent many years cycling through hot and cold conditions can still have deteriorated wires even though it has not traveled very far. Weak or damaged plug wires usually show themselves through ignition problems. The engine may misfire, meaning one or more cylinders fail to burn the mixture correctly. You might notice a rough idle, hesitation when accelerating, harder starting, or reduced power. Fuel economy can also worsen because incomplete combustion wastes fuel. A check engine light may appear, particularly if the engine computer detects repeated misfires. None of these symptoms proves the wires are responsible, though dead spark plugs, ignition coils, fuel system problems, vacuum leaks, and mechanical faults can cause similar behavior. A visual inspection can reveal problems before any electrical testing begins. Look for cracked or hardened insulation, burned areas where a wire has touched a hot exhaust component, damaged boots at either end, corrosion around the terminals, and oil contamination. Also check that every boot is fully seated. A wire that looks perfect can still fail internally, so appearance alone cannot confirm that the set is healthy. One traditional test is resistance testing with a digital multimeter. Spark plug wires are designed with a specific amount of electrical resistance to control electrical interference, so the correct resistance depends on the wire design and its length. A technician measures from one terminal to the other and compares the reading with the vehicle or wire manufacturer's specification. An open circuit, which means electricity cannot pass through the wire at all, clearly indicates a fault. But resistance testing alone does not reveal every insulation failure. Technicians can also diagnose the system while the engine is operating. In some cases, damaged insulation allows high voltage to escape toward nearby metal instead of reaching the spark plug. Diagnostic scan tools can identify which cylinders are misfiring on vehicles that support that information, helping narrow the search. More advanced ignition testing can examine the actual electrical behavior of the ignition system. The important point is that replacing wires based only on a rough-running engine can waste money if the real problem is somewhere else. A failing wire is more than an annoyance. Persistent misfires reduce power and make the engine run poorly. They can increase fuel consumption and send unburned fuel into the exhaust. Severe or prolonged misfiring can overheat and damage the catalytic converter, which is far more expensive than a set of ignition wires. Faults in the secondary ignition system can also place abnormal demands on other ignition components, although the exact effect depends on the ignition system design. If replacement is necessary, installation matters. On engines with multiple plug wires, each wire must connect the correct ignition terminal to the correct cylinder. Mixing them up can completely disrupt the engine's firing order. It is often safest to replace one wire at a time so the routing stays obvious. Match the original routing and separators, keep wires away from hot exhaust components, and push each boot fully onto its terminal. Whenever possible, follow the vehicle manufacturer's routing and installation instructions. The practical answer is simple. If your manufacturer gives a scheduled replacement interval, follow it. If it calls only for inspection, check the wires during routine ignition service and replace them when you find cracking, heat damage, poor connections, excessive resistance compared with specification, or confirmed electrical leakage. And if you're diagnosing a misfire, test before buying parts whenever possible. Spark plug wires do not have one universal expiration mileage, but they should never be treated as lifetime components simply because the engine is still running.